BYU's Humor U Comedy Club performs every few weeks with brand new material. Join BYU Weekly's Lillian Cano as she tells us how the show gets put together.
And then it's all like, hey, do you want to like upload a flash, like a flash upload? It's like, that's not what I'm on the internet to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like, I don't do that.
Incorporating instrumental features into a show is just one way these comedians make BYU's Humor U such a hit. The stand-up comedy club has around 10 comedians who put a lot of effort into each show to make sure they get the audience laughing.
It was the worst one time when I came home and I got rejected, and he was like, dude, that sucks. Just don't let yourself think it's because your bad social skills and lack of interpersonal relationships that cause your insecurities for past rejections to reflect upon the attitudes of those that you're taking out now, and that your eyebrows are on a perpetual slant up towards each other, causing a permanent smile and compromising the belief that females believe that you can provide the protection that they yearn for. Remember, it's not you, it's them.
I really loved the idea of the club, that we're just a bunch of people who work together to try to make other people laugh. You know, and that's what we like to do. We like to make other people laugh, and it's fun for us.
The comedians perform on this stage where you might be thinking they do improv, although they spend weeks preparing their set and they actually rehearse it with each other and rewrite it many times.
There's a lot that goes into it because you can write a lot of jokes, but not all those jokes are funny. So you gotta cut a lot and make it really funny.
And like Callie says, there's a lot that goes into it. The long process might actually surprise you.
We write the material beforehand, which is the most lengthy process. Every Wednesday we come here and we perform our stuff in front of, I guess, the other comedians to try to figure out if it's good or if it's bad. During the week we use our own time to kind of edit the material, figure out what really works, what's going to be the best. And I guess we wind up just practicing that stuff, practicing it with other friends until we find out what's really funny.
And it's all a team effort. This stand-up comedy club is quite different than others.
Humor U is incredibly unique in that you have a group of comedians working together on their jokes. Like, we work as a team in a lot of ways. We have practices where we come together and say, hey, this is my idea. Like, you know, we get up and we tell our jokes, right? And then everyone else says, I like that. What if you did this? Or, that wasn't so great. I think you should change it.
I also found myself asking, how do they come up with these jokes? Well, they pull little things they notice out of their everyday lives.
I try to pull just from real life. Early on, I did lots of impressions of reality stars. And now I just pull from like my family. I do a lot of jokes about my little brother and sister, about my parents, about where I'm from.
All day long, I'm trying to think of jokes, you know, and everybody notices funny things about the day, and I try to take those little observations or little weird thoughts that come into my head and try to put it into a different form, something that I can, you know, kind of tell a story about and get a lot of laughs along the way.
And becoming part of this club isn't as hard as you might think.
We just look for talent in writing, talent in performing, and we work with that. So if we see somebody we like, then we invite them to our writing groups, to our rehearsals, to our regular practices, and just try to cultivate that talent that they have. And if we like them enough, then we'll invite them to perform in shows, and if we see that they're a consistent performer, then we'll let them into the club permanently.
If you think you can be part of Humor U, just come to their next open mic in the spring to audition. Lillian Cano, BYU Weekly.